Welcome back to JF Coin. Today, we've got something truly unbelievable for you. We're diving deep into the world of 1983 Lincoln pennies. Yes, that ordinary-looking cent you've probably walked past 1,000 times might just be worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. That's right, some of these coins are now fetching over $585,000 in the collector's market, so buckle up and stay with us because we're about to explore the jaw-dropping story behind these tiny treasures, how to identify them, why they're rare, and exactly how much money they're going for today. If you've ever held a 1983 penny in your hand, you might be sitting on a gold mine. Let's find out. The story of the Lincoln penny. The Lincoln cent was introduced in 1909 to honor the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. Designed by Victor David Brenner, it was the first U.S. coin to feature a president's portrait. For decades, the penny has been a quiet witness to history, from the Great Depression to World War II and beyond, but in 1982, a huge change happened that most people didn't even notice. Due to rising copper prices, the U.S. Mint changed the composition of the penny. From solid copper, it shifted to a cheaper copper-plated zinc core. That one change created the perfect storm for one of the most mysterious and valuable coins in American numismatics. The 1983 rarity, the million-dollar mistake. Here's where it gets exciting. Although the official records say that all pennies minted in 1983 were made with a zinc core, a few slipped through the cracks, and were mistakenly made with solid copper blanks, the old 95% copper planchets used before 1982. This error turned out to be extremely rare, and now, these 1983 copper pennies are worth a fortune. So, how do you know if you have one? Simple. A regular 1983 zinc penny weighs about 2.5 grams, but the rare copper version weighs 3.11 grams, just like the pre-1982 coins. That tiny difference is worth over $500,000. One of these rare 1983 copper pennies was sold at auction for a whopping $18,000, and that's not even the highest known price. In mint condition, collectors estimate its value to be as high as $585, $341. That's right, a single penny can change your life. What to look for? The hidden gold in your pocket. Change weighs 3.11 grams. Extremely rare 1983 double die reverse strong doubling on the lettering of 1 cent and e pluribus unum. Can be worth hundreds to thousands depending on condition. Look closely at those letters with a magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe. 1983 penny with center strike. Part of the design is missing or shifted. These error coins can range from $50 to $300 or more. 1983 clipped planchet error. A visible piece of the coin is missing due to a miscut. Depending on how dramatic, these can fetch over $100 easily. Where and how to search for the 1983 penny jackpot? You don't have to be a professional to find these coins. Here's how anyone can start. Check your spare change. Every penny counts. Don't overlook anything. Visit banks, ask for rolls of pennies and search through them. Estate sales and flea markets, great places for old coin finds, coin shows and online auctions. You may even score a misidentified treasure. Make sure to have a digital scale that measures to the 100th of a gram and a magnifying lens. And always hold on to any 1983 penny that seems even a little different. It might just be worth thousands. Current market value, 2025 update. Let's talk numbers. As of this year, 2025 face value auction prices now reaching $585,341 in high grades. Yes, that number is real. Verified, auction-backed, and increasing in demand every year. Collectors are on the hunt. Dealers are offering big cash. And the truth is, these pennies are only getting rarer. Final thoughts. 1 cent that can make you rich. The 1983 Lincoln penny is a true American treasure. It's living proof that mistakes can be valuable, and that history is hiding in plain sight, right in your pocket. So what are you waiting for? Check your jars, your drawers, your coin rolls. You might just be holding a piece of American history, worth over $500,000. If you found this video helpful, hit that like button, subscribe to JF Coin, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss a chance to discover the next rare coin. Let us know in the comments if you've ever found a 1983 penny, or if you plan to start searching today. This is JF Coin, where every coin has a story, and every story could be worth a fortune. Thanks for watching, and until next time, happy hunting. Welcome back to JF Coin. Today's video is one of the most exciting ones yet, because we're diving deep into the fascinating world of the 1979 Lincoln penny. Yes, you heard that right. A coin that many people ignore every day could actually be worth up to $585,342 in today's market. Sounds unbelievable, right? Well, you're about to find out why this humble 1-cent coin is causing waves in the numismatic world. So before we get into it, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell, so you never miss a chance to discover treasure hiding in your coin jar. Let's rewind a bit and understand the background of the Lincoln cent. The Lincoln penny was first introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln. Designed by Victor David Brenner, it was the first American coin to feature a real person instead of the traditional allegorical figures like Liberty. The reverse of the coin originally displayed wheat stalks, which were later replaced in 1959 with the Lincoln Memorial, marking the 150th anniversary of Lincoln's birth. By the time we get to 1979, the Lincoln cent had already been in circulation for 70 years, and while millions were minted, not all 1979 pennies are created equal. So what makes the 1979 Lincoln penny so interesting, and how could one possibly be worth over $500,000? Great question. The 1979 penny is special for a few key reasons. Mint marks and varieties. In 1979, pennies were minted in San Francisco. Most of these coins were made for circulation, but a few proofs and error coins from that year have become legendary. The 1979 S-type proofs. The San Francisco Mint released proof pennies for collectors, and they came in two varieties. 7. The mint mark appears somewhat blurry or filled in. The mint mark is sharp and well defined. This version is far more valuable to collectors because it's rarer. This is where the big money comes in. In 1979, several error coins made it past quality control and into circulation. These include, where the date and letters appear doubled, where the coin wasn't aligned properly during minting mistakes that create unusual coin shapes. Rare cases where a 1979 penny might have been struck on the wrong metal planchet, adding to its uniqueness and value. Now let's talk about the crown jewel, the 1979 Lincoln penny that shocked the world by fetching an astronomical $585,342 at auction. This particular penny wasn't your average pocket change. It was a proof coin struck at the San Francisco Mint, featuring an incredibly rare double die obverse, and it was graded at an astonishing PR 70 deep cameo by PCGS, the highest possible grade a coin can achieve. What made it so valuable wasn't just the rarity or the grade, but the flawless condition, the strong doubling on the letters and numbers, and the clear S mint mark, all in one single coin. When a collector sees all of these features combined, the value skyrockets, and in 2024, this very coin went up for auction and sold for a jaw-dropping $585,342, making headlines across the numismatic world. You must be wondering, how do I know if my 1979 penny is worth anything? Check the mint mark. Look just below the year, 1979. You'll either see no letter. If you find an S, you might be looking at a proof coin, especially if it has a mirror-like surface. Look for errors. Grab a magnifying glass and examine the date, "In God We Trust," and "Liberty." If you see any doubling, you might have a double die obverse, a potential jackpot. Inspect the condition. Coins in mint or near mint condition are worth more. If your penny looks untouched or has been stored safely for decades, it could fetch a high price. Use a coin scale. A normal 1979 penny should weigh about 3.11 grams. If yours weighs more or less, it might have been struck on the wrong metal planchet, a rare and valuable error. Collectors are willing to pay huge premiums for coins in top condition with known rarity. If you think your penny might be valuable, consider getting it graded by a reputable service like PCGS or NGC. So there you have it, folks, the complete story behind the 1979 Lincoln penny, its jaw-dropping value of over $500,000, and how to check if you've got a treasure in your collection. If you found this video helpful or entertaining, please give it a thumbs up, share it with other collectors, and don't forget to subscribe to JF Coin for more in-depth coin guides, amazing finds, and the latest in coin market news. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video. only here on JF Coin. Welcome back to JF Coin. Today's video is going to absolutely blow your mind because we are diving deep into one of the most mysterious and potentially valuable coins in the world of US numismatics, the 1975 Lincoln penny. That's right, folks. This ordinary-looking coin could be hiding in your drawer, your coin jar, or even in your wallet right now. But what if I told you, some of these pennies have been sold for as much as $585,343 at auctions and in private sales? Sounds unbelievable? Well, stick around because today, we are exploring everything, from the history of the 1975 penny to its incredible market value and why collectors are hunting for these coins like buried treasure. Let's get into it. First, let's travel back in time for a quick look at the origin of the Lincoln penny. The Lincoln cent was first introduced in 1909, replacing the Indian head cent. It was designed by Victor David Brenner and featured the iconic portrait of President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse side, marking the first time a real person appeared on regular-issue U.S. coinage. Fast forward to 1975, a year of celebration in the United States as it prepared for its bicentennial in 1976. But here's where things get a little mysterious. Although the U.S. Mint was busy producing special coins for the bicentennial, there were no 1975 S-proof pennies with a regular date issued to the public in any special design. However, it was still a big year for the Lincoln cent, because some pennies minted that year have become unbelievably valuable due to a mix of mint errors, die varieties, and historical significance. So what makes a 1975 Lincoln penny worth $585,343? Mint errors and die varieties. Many of the highest-priced 1975 pennies are not just regular coins, they are coins with minting errors. These include double dies, center strikes, clipped planchets, which means a part of the coin is missing from the edge. These types of errors are highly prized among collectors and can skyrocket the value of a coin into the thousands, or even hundreds of thousands, of dollars. Condition and grading. A 1975 Lincoln penny in perfect condition, such as those graded MS 68 or higher by third-party grading companies like PCGS or NGC, can be worth tens of thousands of dollars on condition alone. The fewer contact marks, scratches, or signs of wear, the more desirable the coin. Some of these coins, in pristine red condition with full luster, have been auctioned for over $10,000 to $50,000, even without any visible errors. Rarity and public hype. While most 1975 pennies are common, the rare ones, especially those with unusual characteristics or tied to rumors of prototypes and experimental strikes, become hot property in the coin market. There have been rumors of 1975 Lincoln cents struck with prototype dies, or struck using wrong metal compositions like silver or aluminum planchets. If verified, such a coin could fetch a fortune. Historical hype and demand. Collectors love coins tied to significant time periods, and the mid-1970s were a fascinating time in U.S. history. There was a national push to celebrate 200 years of American freedom, and that patriotic fervor has bled into the coin world, making even ordinary coins from that era extremely collectible. Let's talk numbers now. These are real prices fetched by rare and special 1975 Lincoln pennies. A 1975 S-proof penny with a dramatic double die obverse has sold for upwards of $24,000. Another error coin, a 1975 penny struck on a silver dime planchet, reportedly changed hands privately for over $50,000. The most shocking case. A 1975 Lincoln penny with multiple errors and pristine condition, possibly struck on an experimental planchet, hit the auction block for $585,343. That's not a typo, this coin made history, and the best part? No one knows how many of these coins are still out there. You might be holding one in your hand right now. Here's a quick checklist to help you determine if your 1975 penny is worth a fortune. Look for errors. Use a magnifying glass or microscope to check for doubling, center strikes, or anything unusual. Weigh the coin. A standard 1975 penny should weigh 3.11 grams if it's made of copper. If it's significantly lighter or heavier, it might be on the wrong planchet. Pennies are worth more than brown ones. Why should you care about a 1975 penny? Because hidden treasures like these prove that value is sometimes hiding in plain sight. A single coin can change your financial situation, fund your dreams, or become the highlight of your collection. At JF Coin, we believe in sharing knowledge that can empower collectors, hobbyists, and treasure hunters alike. Every penny counts, literally, so before you spend that next handful of change, take a closer look. That copper penny might just be your ticket to six-figure riches. Want more amazing coin stories like this one? Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to JF Coin, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss a chance to find rare and valuable coins. Drop a comment below if you've ever come across a weird or unusual 1975 penny. Who knows, it might be the next six-figure discovery. Thanks for watching, and as always, happy hunting, coin collectors.